Hi everyone, this is Amreek Singh. This is another video in which I'm going to talk about the Amadeus availability entries, and this is specifically for the coach class seats only because everybody wants to have cheaper rates as far as possible. So we will talk about the coach class availability in different ways and different entries that one should know. This video is going to be helpful, very helpful for the beginners, but at the same time, even if you know it and you want to train somebody else, you can use this video because this is going to be a lot helpful to that person. So let's start the session about the Amadeus availability entries, and I shall be making a separate video for coach class, business class, premium economy, etc. because not everybody wants to go for the business class, so we will talk about it in the next video. So let's start. So basically, if you know a little bit about the availability, or even if you don't know, let me tell you that there are different ways that we can pull up the availability. There are 4 different types. The most common one is the neutral availability. I'm going to put it on the screen so that you can see it now and hit enter. If you notice, I have put AN and then 20th of July, which is the date of travel right now. Delhi to Bombay, an easy flight, 2-hour flight. Yeah, non-stop flight I've taken. An easy example for you to understand. So it is called neutral availability, and most of the time people use this only. However, there are other ways too. I can replace AN, the letter N, the second letter, with AA, AD, or AE. AE stands for let's talk about availability as per departure. AD stands for availability as per departure time, and see the difference. So let me put that entry. Here we go. Departure AD, availability as per departure time. So if you see here, this is the column in which 3:50, 5:55, 7 a.m., 7:05 in the morning. You see, this is in order: 3 a.m., 5 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m. So this is an order of the time. So this is availability as per departure time. Next is that you can pick up the availability as per arrival time too, and the entry would be the same entry, just you have to put AA in place of AD at the beginning. Let's put that entry AA. You have noticed that, and hit enter. Now you see the availability as per arrival time. So I haven't put anything, so it will start any flight starting from the first flight of the day, which arrives after 12 midnight, because that's 12 midnight is the time when the date changes. So you see here, so if you see 12:05 in the morning, which is 12:50 in the morning, 1:15 in the morning, then 5:45. If you see, it's an order: 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 5 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and so on and so forth. So this is an order. So availability as per arrival time. Then let's talk about the availability as per elapsed time. So you have to do AE, and rest everything will be same. So let's put that entry. Put this. Notice I have done AE this time, and you have to practically do it once you have your Amadeus in front of you. Okay, so AE, elapsed time, that means the time in the air, the starting time and the ending time of the flight. The difference between those hours is called elapsed time when you're in the air. So flight number 349 over here takes the least amount of the time, 1 hour and 55 minutes, and then the other flights will take more time. So elapsed time. Now there are some other ways too. For example, availability. For example, if I'm going to Sydney and I want a connection in, let's say, Singapore, so the entry is the same entry: AD, AN, A, whatever you want to do, that's perfectly all right. These are the 4 ways, and pretty much you get the similar result, and you have to be intelligent to pick up the seats, cell seats. So we're not going to talk about the cell seats, we're just looking at the availability. Okay, so AD, 20th of July, Delhi to Sydney, SYD is the example that I've taken, and /X means the connection point in SIN, which stands for Singapore. Let's hit enter. Now what you see is the following: all the flights have got a connection in Singapore. See here, Delhi to Singapore, Singapore to Sydney, Delhi to Singapore, Singapore to Sydney. So everywhere, you see this is a row number called row number, and if you see here, it is connecting in Singapore from 5:25 p.m. to 11:35 in the evening. See, these are the times. So this is about the availability in a connection on a particular point in a particular city when you want the connection. At times, what would happen is that if you're looking for the availability in a particular class of service, for example, so I've taken an example, 20th of July, Delhi to Sydney, Singapore. I'm sorry. Let me take up the another example. It's the same example. Sorry, I copied the same thing. Just okay. Now see, 20th of July, Honolulu to San Francisco, HNL to SFO. Guys, you can put any city pairs. You must know the basics of the three-letter code, on which there is a separate video available, or you can easily get understand these things. They are easily available in the Google and everywhere. So I'm going to concentrate on the availability only. Okay, so 26th of June, which is tomorrow, and Honolulu to San Francisco, 6 in the morning flight. I put a time also. We'll talk about it a little later. 3A's means American airline. Available, A stands for airline, and then American airline. And I'm going to look for the Q class of service, or any particular class of service. So Q, when I hit Q, you see everything is sold out in the Q class with American airline. Only look at the line number which is at the end, which is 13-hour and 53-minute flight, which is leaving 2:23 and arrives 7:16 in the morning. Plus sign means the next day. It connects in Los Angeles, California, and it has got Q class, 7 seats available. Yeah. Okay. So this is how we can pick up the availability of a particular class of service. Now, suppose you want to leave on a particular time, let's say 7 in the morning. So that's another entry. And see here. Sorry, pasted the same thing. I have one moment. I'm going to copy it. Okay. See here. 23rd of October, PDX to Omaha, 7 in the morning. So PDX and OMA, those who don't know, these are the city codes in the United States. You can pick up any damn city codes. It doesn't make any difference. 7 a.m. 7A stands for AM, P stands for PM. Yeah. So hit enter. Now you see that my flight availability would be around 7 in the morning or something like that, as per the availability. Yeah. Now suppose I want the arrival time. I want to arrive on a particular time of the flight. So control, let's see. Okay, now you see I put 11 in the morning, and I put AA. AA means arrival time. Availability as per arrival time. 23rd of October, Seattle to San Francisco, 2 city pairs. You can put any. 11 a.m. So look at this column. All the flights are arriving around 11 in the morning. So 10:20 in the morning, 10:35, 11:30 in the morning. These are around 11 in the morning. Then 12, then 1, then all these things. Yeah. So hope this is clear. Now let's move on a bit further. Suppose you want to look at the availability of a particular airline. Then what do? All you have to do is same entry, put the airline code, 2-letter code after. I'll show you here. Same entry, /A for airline, and then 2-letter code for the particular airline that you want. So United, UA, hit enter, and you see all the flights, they are all with United Airline. Yeah. Now suppose you want to see the return flight too. Yeah. So all you have to do is ACR, which means the return availability. I'm not putting a date, so it will give me the availability of 23rd of October only from ORD to PDX. Here we go. See here, ORD. Let me scroll it down. ACR. Now you can better see this availability. So it is from Portland to ORD, the reverse order. Yeah, but it is the same date. Not every time, you would want to travel back on the same day. So whatever your date is, just put a date somewhere in the future. Let's say 25th of December. So you see the availability on a particular date that you have put. So for example, I put 25th of December. So yeah, this availability is for that. Yeah. Now after written availability, there is a command in Amadeus that gives us timetable too. So the same entry, pretty much. The only difference is that you see in the screen is you have to put TD, which stands for timetable, then the date, then the city pairs, /A for airline. In this case, United Airline I've put, and here we go. When you see, this is a timetable. It doesn't show the class of service, etc., or availability. No, it's just the timetable. Now look at another example. Suppose you're leaving today or tomorrow. So I already told you, but let's take up this point as well. So leaving today or tomorrow, you see, you have to put /CY so that you can look at the class of service Yankee, which is the highest economy, and thereafter you can pick up the seats. You can do FXD and sell it. We will talk about it a little later. So these are the major entries, and let me see if I have something more. Just one moment. So guys, these are the most common and the basic entries for Amadeus availability. There are other advanced options too. You can check in HE cell. It's a help command. I'll make a separate video for this. HE stands for help, and then SELL, enter. It will give you you can do a lot of research on this page by looking at the different types of the entries, etc. Yeah, you can see it's on your screen, and you can do it. Yeah. So GDS, Amadeus, or any GDS has no end. We can keep learning for the rest of the life, but it will never end. So if we want to learn more, we have to go into the help file, and that's the only way to learn more. Anyways, I hope that that you have liked it, and if you've liked it, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and we shall meet in another video very soon. Thank you and goodbye.